Hey everyone, Jimmy Kelly here.
Mike Tuitt, how you doing?
Alright, so we're here to talk about the DC movie universe. I know we kind of hinted at it before, but we want to actually go through a pros and cons list. We want to start off by doing the cons list so we can end on a positive note.
If you ask everybody, everyone's going to tell you Marvel's doing a better job, and of course, Marvel started out, they planned everything ahead of time, they had the patience to let everything develop. So DC, from the beginning, was playing catch-up. Everybody knows that. I think sometimes they've rushed to do stuff. They didn't have the time to really take their time and let things develop. Yeah.
If you have $250 million, I think it takes more work to screw it up.
That's true.
I'm sorry. It just
That's
does.
true. Well,
I mean, because look at Suicide Squad, for example. The script is just awful. Whoever's fault it is, I don't really care anymore.
yeah.
The script is just bad. When considering all they had to do was literally take the anime movie Assault on Arkham and steal it. You know, so the script has been an issue constantly. I mean, Man of Steel, halfway through it, all the characters but Superman only say plot points. They say nothing intelligent, and there's a really big fight. Batman vs. Superman doesn't actually really happen for very much of the movie. That's not really smart.
As fans, we can't be sure who's to blame, or maybe it's some of everyone. I mean, because, you know, the screenwriters, they may have had a great idea that they're then being forced to change because the studio expectation is this or this, or the director may have had a great interpretation of the script, but then was told he had to compromise on this or that, or the studio may have no idea what the audience wants or what the source material is. Exactly. So you never know which tier this stuff's coming from. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the product they're churning out isn't the best it can be. It isn't pleasing a lot of the hardcore fans. It isn't even appealing to all the masses that, you know, because that's another thing. I mean, some studios will make that decision where they kind of, you know, they alienate almost the core fan base, but they have such a broad appeal that they're making money hand over fist. Everyone appears to be loving the movie,
right?
And so they're just like, whatever, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I think they're kind of disappointing everyone all around, and sometimes the trailers have done such a good job of building hype that then the movie doesn't live up to their own trailer. And like, I mean, I know even with Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad, like, I thought the trailers were pretty interesting. I thought they looked cool. They looked like they were going to be fun movies.
Suicide Squad had a very much like when the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer first came out. Like, everybody was like, "Oh man, that looks really good," but can it be stupid? That was, you know, the typical thing, which also was Suicide Squad's problem, is because Guardians of the Galaxy came first, and then the studio was probably like, "Oh, we got to be like Guardians of the Galaxy."
We got to do that. Yeah.
Having an anti-hero group and having villains as heroes are two totally different things. And no matter what Zack Snyder says, if he has to argue why his character does things, even if it's happened in the past in the comics, it then doesn't work. It's not that he didn't try and wasn't staying true to it, like having Batman kill. It's not that he's wrong. It's that it didn't work.
Yeah.
You know, because one of the biggest things, at least in the modern comics and what most people know, is Batman doesn't like guns. So for all of a sudden Ben Affleck's Batman to just be shooting up the place like he don't give a shit. Also, arcs. They don't really know. I can't tell if they don't know what an arc is.
Oh God.
No, but think about it. Look at Batman, for example. Batman all of a sudden just doesn't like people or aliens, so he's willing to kill everybody. Then by the end of the movie, he supposedly is like redeemed and has faith in humanity, which is why he goes and finds the Justice League.
Yeah.
But there's no real reason for it. I'm not saying that that's a bad choice of an arc. I'm saying the arc doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't happen enough for me to feel for it. Maybe, you know, they were all focused on the visuals, which the visuals are very good.
Yeah, they're pretty movies, you know.
They're very pretty movies.
Yeah, they look good.
Well, Suicide Squad could have been a little bit.
Suicide Squad, you're right, that could have been better.
There was like that whole weird, all those weird Joker sequences just felt like it was like a different movie.